téléspectateurs de Radio Télépixel, bonsoir à vous tous. C'est un plaisir immense pour nous de vous rejoindre cette fin de semaine encore une fois pour notre présentation Facil-It. Facil-It, c'est l'émission à travers laquelle on parle de technologie numérique, de tout ce qui se passe dans l'univers des technologies. Et les étudiants sont les principaux auditeurs. En fait, c'est notre principale audience. Voilà pourquoi on va toujours chercher des gens qui ont de l'expérience dans le domaine des TI pour nous partager de leur activité, de ce qu'ils font au jour le jour, de manière à ce que vous, en tant qu'étudiant, vous soyez capable d'avoir une idée de comment est-ce que ça se passe. Et lorsque viendra le moment pour vous d'aborder le marché du travail, vous aurez une idée. Je me présente, mon nom c'est Clément Calvert. L'émission c'est Facil-It, présentée par le groupe Facil-It pour le compte de Radio Télépixel pour une réalisation de Tony Production. Donc aujourd'hui, on va recevoir une invitée avec qui on va parler de son parcours. C'est un lead engineer, avec elle, on va voir c'est quoi ses activités, c'est quoi son travail et puis un peu de son parcours. Son nom c'est Krystal Porter. Krystal, I'm very happy to receive you tonight in that show. I'm very happy to have you. How are you?
Thank you. I'm good. How are you?
I'm fine, thanks. I have to thank you again for your time. I know it's not so easy for you to get some time free to participate, but you do your best to be there with us tonight. So let me ask you the first question. This is the first question generally I ask to all my guests. Tell me about yourself as a professional, Krystal.
Yes. So my professional career started nearly the same time as my military career as an Army officer. And from there, I worked both careers supporting the military and establishing my professional career. I have been fortunate enough to mature using the U.S. Army skills that I developed and learned while serving, and then professionally in my corporate career to where I am today. So my current career has allowed me to travel domestically and internationally, working on several various projects within Leidos. And then also I started as a system administrator and worked in several roles after that, like network administrator, technical writer, site engineer, to where I am today, the lead engineer. So essentially, I started working from administrator level to engineer level.
Excellent. Let's back about your lead engineer that you are working at right now presently. Tell me, what is your principal activities as a lead engineer, Krystal?
So as a lead engineer, it's a big title, big role. I lead the software, cyber, and IPT teams and IT teams. So IPT is integrated product teams. And so basically my role is keeping a pulse on the organizational goals and objectives for AR Elite. That's the project that I work on. It's the Army Reconnaissance Low and Hands project. So traditionally, basically striving to be ahead of the speed bumps with the teams and providing support to the organization and customer. So to break that down, I lead and serve in multiple discipline teams at geographic locations that's dispersed throughout locations to support various systems and missions that we have. And I have supported multiple projects within Leidos across the country and internationally. And at times I get to work on or solve complex technical problems, which is fun finding out about technical or new technologies and working to integrate those into different platforms and collaborating across teams. And I would say that being pretty agile while being true to my colleagues and customers' needs throughout effective management.
Okay, excellent. I saw your profile, Krystal. I know that you're working as well as a solution architect. I would like you to explain to my audience what is that discipline, solution architect as a discipline? How can you explain that to my audience?
Okay, so from solution architect, which is how it's defined in my company, I can't speak for my company and I can't speak for other organizations.
I understand.
But within solutions architect, within a company that I work for, as a discipline, it works for the art of solution architect, where creativity is within constraint and the craft of SA, solutions architect, is system engineering. So what that means is that's mastering your craft, and then there's this thin line between vision and hallucination. And the next key to that is knowledge of the domain that in which solutions which we deploy is key, and then knowing who are the subject matter experts, as well as learning the domain. And the next part of essay, which is key and important, is experience isn't necessary but sufficient. So that's creativity, allowing room for that, and then there's also judgment from also the experiences.
Excellent. Krystal, as a lead engineer, I understand that that's bring a lot of responsibilities. Can you tell me what is your big challenge as a lead engineer?
My big challenges right now is time, respective to objectives and tasks at multiple dispersed locations, because we have different time zones, different locations, and we have people, which is part of the resources, the objective, the equipment, the mission tasks, and priorities. We have several task orders that overlap, and sometimes being agile is important, but also like we have to stretch a lot of times and adjust. We've accomplished many tasks, but it takes support and reliability from some of the smart folks that I mentioned earlier from the IPT teams, and also the strong engineering team that we have. And also our task order leads and our program manager. It's usually a unit working for these challenges. And obviously with COVID too, that's been a big part, impact for us, but we continue to deliver to the customer what needs to be delivered.
Excellent, excellent. Actually we are in a pandemic season, pandemic period. Can you tell me how the pandemic changed your way to work? Is that as an impact on you as a professional? How do you deal with that?
So for me as a professional, there were minimum changes. We still, because of the programs that we support, we still went into work and we still worked from home. I would say the impact of COVID, so if someone had, been in contact or a family member that did impact the person to be at work, me as a professional, it just meant we had to do a lot of work around different schedules. We were already quite familiar with Zoom and with Skype, so that wasn't much of a big issue. A lot of times as a professional and where I'm at in my career is just adjusting and seeing how you can change the schedule to be flexible and bend to what we need to deliver.
Excellent, excellent. And Krystal, as I mentioned to you, students are our big audience. They want to learn from our guests. And today, can you tell us what is your advice for my audience, which is students, to let them know that success is possible? What is your advice for them?
So my advice to your students, and hello everyone again, is that, step up. And sometimes with school and going through, sometimes you don't know what you want, sometimes you do know what you want. But what you can do now is to establish some core values along with some of your organizational skills. So have a certain skill set and core values and have a focus and a schedule. So that when you get into this environment to, corporate or going to work for a non-for-profit, you already have some type of skills that's already set. And you're going to learn a lot of things on the job. Everything you learn in school is just going to enhance you for where you get to where you're going. And also, it's okay if you happen to fail something. That doesn't mean that you quit. Just keep going. There's a lot of perseverance out here in the real world, so keep going.
Excellent. Krystal, thank you again for your time. That was a big pleasure for us to receive you on that platform. And then your advice, I'm pretty sure they will help most of the people who are listening to us to move forward, to keep going and get success in their life. Thank you again, Krystal.
Thank you so much.
Mesdames et messieurs, c'était Facil-It, c'est l'émission que l'on vous présente toutes les fins de semaine et aujourd'hui on a eu le plaisir de parler à Krystal Porter qui travaille comme lead engineer. Avec elle on a vu c'est quoi qu'elle fait comme activité en tant que lead engineer, c'est quoi son big challenge et puis elle a profité aussi pour partager quelques conseils avec notre audience qui est, comme j'ai dit, composé d'étudiants et ces conseils, je suis sûr que ça va vous aider dans vos activités lorsque vous serez prêt à aborder le marché du travail. Mon nom c'est Clément Calvert, l'émission c'est Facil-It, présentée par le groupe Facil-It pour le compte de Radio Télépixel et une production de Tony Productions. D'ici là, je vous souhaite de passer une excellente fin de semaine. Le rendez-vous est pris à la 8e. Merci.